Traditionally, spin bowling has been considered less flamboyant and adrenaline-inducing compared to pace bowling. It had been derided for its primary purpose of containing runs as opposed to taking wickets. However, as the sport has evolved, the likes of Muttiah Muralidharan, Abdul Qadir, and Shane Keith Vaughan have spearheaded the efforts in shifting the public perception surrounding spin bowling. Despite its reputation of being less glamorous, the elements of spin bowling are slightly more complex to understand because of the multiple variations involved in it. The most casual observer of cricket can easily note the differences between pace and spin, the size of the run-up, the proximity of the keeper to the stumps, and the markedly more rapid rotation of the ball before landing. The first basic characteristic of spin bowling is that the ball is delivered with low speeds, often between 40 and 50 miles per hour, and the second is that the bowler has to impart revolutions on the ball. There are three forces that oppose or interfere with the motion of the ball: gravity, resistant drag force, and Magnus force, which acts on rotating bodies. The side of the ball where the motion is in the same direction as the airflow moves faster than the side where the motion is opposite to the airflow. This causes a pressure difference across the ball, which leads to a net force. Top spin is when the ball is rotating in the same direction as its movement. The Magnus force causes it to experience a downwards force, which in turn allows the ball to bounce faster but also closer to the bowler, referred to in cricket as dip. Backspin, on the other hand, has the ball rotating in the opposite direction to its motion, hence there is lift, an upwards force causing the ball to bounce slower and closer to the batsman. In both of these situations, the axis of rotation is horizontal. If this is shifted to being vertical, side spin is achieved. Side spin introduces sideways movement to the ball while it is in flight, also known as drift, which allows the ball to break after it bounces off the surface. A bowler's main delivery is called his or her stock delivery. For both off and leg spinners, the stock delivery, upon bouncing, breaks away and spins towards either the batsman's leg side or off side. The lateral motion of the ball is due to the side spin being imparted. However, both breaks are able to dip, a behavior that is driven by topspin. This is due to the bowler holding the seam of the ball at an angle to the direction of flight, because of which the spin will have both horizontal and vertical components. Understanding how the components of spin work makes it easy to elevate the stock delivery to get variations. Imparting spin to the ball the opposite way should cause it to break in the opposite direction. For a leg spinner, clockwise spin will make it move from off to leg, and for an off spinner, anti-clockwise spin should cause it to move from leg to off. We find that this is exactly what happens. The opposite of a leg break is called a googly, and the opposite of an off break is known as a dusra. And the list of deliveries goes on, accounted for by minute variations in finger positions, extra snaps of the wrist, different release points, etc. These are seemingly insignificant changes that all serve to cause the ball to move in new and different ways, consequently mystifying batters. As a result, the spin bowler's armory is constantly enhancing. The modern game has evolved beyond spinners simply containing runs to a level where they are just as lethal, if not more, as their pace bowling counterparts.